News that's coming in with regards to India and the United States of America and the trade talks that we have seen over the past few months. Trade talks all set to continue. Sources have told India Today Piyush Goyal will be visiting Washington, D.C. very soon. Piyush Goyal, who's the Commerce Minister, will be holding the trade talks in Washington, D.C. Earlier discussions actually on the proposed bilateral trade agreement, which is the BTA, were being held. Piyush Goyal likely to visit Washington very soon. There will be trade talks that will take place between India and the United States of America. My colleague Pranay Upadhyay is with me on the story. Pranay, this is a positive development coming in. We have seen positive statements coming in. It all started almost a week back with the US President Donald Trump saying that he is understanding what the 50% tariff is actually doing with regards to the relationship between India and the United States of America. India and the US trade talks moving in the right direction now.
Indeed, Aishwarya, if you see the recent developments, because the US, US negotiating team, especially including the Assistant Trade Representative Lynch, he held a negotiation, he held a round with the Indian Commerce Ministry officials, and after that, this is being indicated that a team of Indian negotiators, including Mr. Rajesh Agrawal, and also eventually the Indian Commerce Minister Mr. Piyush Goyal is also likely to visit United States. This is a positive development. If you see, there are indications after the resumption of this dialogue process that the India-US bilateral trade agreement can be concluded within few weeks. And as we know that the procedure was largely done, we initiated this entire process in March 2025, and thereafter around 5-6 rounds of the direct talks and a physical round, as well as the more than 24 virtual rounds took place, and after that it was almost done before US President decided to impose 25% penalty on the account of the India's Russian oil purchase. And thereafter, it got stuck in August 2025. And after that, recently, 2 weeks ago, there are indications of the resumption of the dialogue process with the visit of the Mr. Lynch. And after that, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal is also likely to visit United States, and this will give a more impetus for the early conclusion of this dialogue process negotiation, and we can see the conclusion of a bilateral trade agreement, because once a bilateral trade agreement is concluded, then it will override the reciprocal tariffs imposed by US President Donald Trump. And even on this thing, the United States is open to have a review about the penal clause on Russian oil purchase and other things as well. So let's see what happens, after this visit. But this is certainly a positive development. And India remain engaged. If you see the recent correspondence and conversation between Prime Minister Modi and US President Donald Trump, because US President Donald Trump praised Prime Minister Modi, his partnership with India. Though he acknowledged the fact that this is a difficult phase in terms of the tariff, but India and United States remain committed to take forward their partnership, and in fact, he also hopes that there could be early conclusion of the bilateral trade agreement between the two countries.
Thank you, Pranay, giving us all those details. We are now seeing how the bilateral trade agreement and the conversation between India and the United States of America is moving in the right direction.